Dokkan battle video. Now, I never actually got around to doing the level 10 link video for Dokkan Fest Kale and Caulifla / Kefla here. They are about to come to Global Dokkan, so I think today is a perfect time for me to go ahead and knock this out. I mean, there's still all the heroes units, the androids. There's actually a lot going on right now in Dokkan. This character is pretty good. I think that they're more so geared towards being, again, probably like the strongest character in the game, I think, for long events, is sort of the way I sort of view this character, this Kale and Caulifla / Kefla unit, right? Now, one thing that I have found is that while they are the best unit in the game for long events, a lot of times at the start of, like, you know, events, they're not the most impressive. Now, they do stack attack and defense in base, you know, as Kale and Caulifla right here. Now, they're sitting at 200k defense right here, which I mean, I consider pretty good. I mean, one of the big reasons we're at such a good level is we have a lot of support right here, right? I mean, we're getting, what is it? It's 46? Yeah, we're getting 46% attack and defense from this Int Kale, because she's on rotation with a Caulifla, right? So that's a really powerful effect. Int Ribrian is also supporting. So starting out at 200k is good with them stacking. And remember that they also do build up 6% attack and defense up to a max of 60% from their passive as well. So let's go ahead and see the damage we're going to put out. One really strong aspect of this Kale and Caulifla unit is this right here, their link set. They have Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Battlefield Diva, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Just an absolutely incredible link set, right? That link set is going to allow them to work very well on a lot of different teams with a lot of different characters. I think that's definitely one of the big strengths of this unit. And I actually think that their link set gets worse after they fuse into Kefla. Yeah, 2.51 is horrible. This is exactly what I'm talking. Dude, we had 77% support on rotation with a good linking partner. That damage is like really bad. Like, it's like, if we get a bunch of additional supers and stuff like that, sure, but what do they have? So, they have their, you know, we got their 1 super attack. They do have a guaranteed additional. That's a medium chance of being a super attack. So, we actually did get that to activate, right? That's what that was. Because no matter what, they always are doing multiple attacks, right? So, we did get that to activate right there. The medium, dude, okay, it's... Sorry, with my recent surgery, it's actually... We're good. Okay, yeah, so we got their guaranteed additional, which if that kicks in, right, sure, they could do, you know, good damage when they're doing multiple super attacks, but it's not like, okay, so like Dokkan Fest AGL Trunks came out after Kale and Caulifla. For him, I feel like it's like 4 attacks from him is like common, like 85% of the time Trunks is doing 4 attacks or something like that. Kale and Caulifla, in my experience, it's most of the time they're like supering once and then you get like an additional normal, right? It's not, they're not coming out here and firing off 50 attacks. The hidden potential system additionals are going to be very good for them as well. Even if they don't get the super attack, it's still going to be helpful because you'll still be building up their attack and defense from their passive, right? Okay, so we're still going to have these same links active. No support right here. We're just with the Kale. We're on the Peppy Gal team, by the way, obviously, right? So, I mean, dude, they jumped up a lot. Dude, that's a lot. Their defense skyrocketed. 2 super attacks and 2 attack. Like, so they stacked defense twice from their super attack effect, and then they just did 2 attacks. And they went up 100k defense. But keep in mind that Kawaii here is not, she's not a support type unit, right? She's not giving support. We had we have 100k more defense on this rotation with 30% less support because Int Ribrian is not on this rotation now, right? So, I mean, that's very impressive. That is what I have noticed with this Kale and Caulifla unit, is that they build up exceptionally fast in terms of the defensive ability, right? You can, you know, just be rocking base Kale and Caulifla. You know, by turn, you know, 4 or 5, 6, you know, they're rocking a lot of defense, which is good. But, you know, I have found that they could struggle at the start of Super Battle Road runs, Super Battle Road stages for sure. And it's, again, more so geared towards dominating in long events. is what we're going to see the best of from the girls right here. I mean, that was a pretty good turn right there by them. All right, I feel like they did, because after they supered their defense is probably like 350k or even more, right? So it's like, we could see that they build that defense up rather quickly. And then once that happens, that's when they really do start to look pretty good. Let's keep going. They're on a lot of different category teams. There's a lot of different scenarios and situations we can check out with our girls, Kale and KALIFLA here. All right, so now over here on the Universal Survival Saga team, one thing I have not talked about yet with base Kale and KALIFLA, so they get an additional 60% attack buff when attacking if there's a Universal Survival Saga category enemy. So their damage is going to go up a lot against a Universal Survival Saga enemy. This is a pretty good turn for them. We have 6 out of 7 links, everything except for Battlefield Diva, which only gives key and some evasion, so we basically have everything active. So let's go ahead and see what Kale and KALIFLA do. Her and them and Kabe do link very well, but again, it's very odd that they link so well with Kabe, but Kabe needs a Vegeta on the team, right? Like, it's like, this is what they want you to do, is run all them. Actually, 3 million by him is a bit higher than I was expecting. Okay, Kabe, relax. I thought his damage was going to be a bit lower than that. Okay. I mean, level 10 links with all those links active. Yeah, and notice, okay, so they're at 4.65. Look at the monstrous difference you see from them, right? So it's like, a lot of times when people are talking about Kale and KALIFLA, like, oh, look, they're a good turn 1. What are you talking about? It's like, they're talking about, like, going up against a Universal Survival Saga enemy, right? Like, that damage is fine. Because it's like, they doing that, they had a guaranteed additional coming in. Then we could have gotten the Hidden Potential System additional as well, right? So, like, their damage was actually, like, reasonable. I think, like, when Kale and KALIFLA are putting out these, like, 2 million attack stats, dude, like, that's just not impressive. Like, that's not, like, it's not 2017 anymore, right? Like, it's like, come on. Like, this, it's a new, like, this unit came out October 5th of 2021 on JP, right? Like, this character is only 2 months old. So, it's like, I feel like their damage should be just, like, way higher, even out of the gate. I know that they're, again, I think the best unit in the game for long events, but that doesn't mean that they need to be, fodder in, like, short events. Because, honestly, they're not really that impressive to me in Battlefield, and they're not really that impressive to me in Super Battle Road either, right? I just think that their build-up's a little slow. I mean, if you're going against a Universal Survival Saga enemy or something, sure, right? But, like, it's not that common. Alright, so just them and Kabe, they link pretty well. What's their defense at here? 281. Wow, that's a lot of support, only at 281, huh? We don't have Prepared for Battle and Battlefield Diva active. Why does Kabe not have Prepared for Battle too? It's stupid. Whoa. I'm going to do a level 10 link video focusing on Kabe after this today. Since he's I haven't done a level 10 link video for him either. I have gotten all of it done for all the free-to-play units. The KALIFLA, Kale, the Tech Kabe, all those characters, right? But alright. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see how much damage they'll do right here. Remember, they are building up. After this, I think let's go ahead and get a look at Kefla, right? On this next run, let's go to a stage where we could actually transform into Kefla. Sort of let her build that damage up and see how impressive she looks. So here, I mean, look at what they're putting up here. Like, this looks good, for sure. I mean, it's helped a lot by the fact that we're fighting a Universal Survival Saga enemy. So their damage is, like, actually, like looking like it's at a decent level. But, it's against a Universal Survival Saga enemy is what you have to be doing in order for that damage to look that sort of, like, decent right there, right? Because it's like they do build up, I want to say, rather slow. Unless we are, sort of doing that, right? Going against the Universal Survival Saga enemy. So, all right, let's go into a longer event where we can actually go ahead and fuse with Kale and KALIFLA into Kefla and see how impressive Kefla is going to look for us. Alright, so now we are on the Bond of Friendship / Rapid Growth team, Kale and KALIFLA's own team right here. We'll go ahead and sort of build up. Now, we don't link the greatest with Kefla at the start, right? Like, we got a couple of links, Battlefield Diva Wars, Universe 6 Tournament of Power. But we'll really start to link up very well with Kefla once we actually transform. Once we transform, I believe we have 6 out of 7 links. Only Fierce Battle will not be activated. This should be a pretty good turn for Kale and KALIFLA because we do have the 50% support from the 50% support TN. So let's go ahead and see what numbers we get to. on this first turn. I'll probably skip ahead at this point. I might let them stack up until, I don't know. Yeah, no Universal Survival Saga enemy right here. I don't know. I might let them stack up until maybe like turn 8 or something like that. Or maybe I should transform right away on turn 6. I think we'll wait a little bit, right? We'll transform maybe like turn 8, turn 10. You know, let Kefla have a chance to stack up her defense. Because remember, when we transform into Kefla, we no longer stack defense. Kefla still stacks attack, but she doesn't stack defense anymore. Although she does gain a chance to dodge. Although I don't like that Kefla has the chance to dodge. I feel like the unit overall would be a lot better if you took the chance to dodge off Kefla and gave it to the KALE CAULIFLA, right? I actually think that would make the unit quite a bit better, dude. If you took one ability off of Kefla and gave it to KALE CAULIFLA. Because Kefla is going to be fine, right, with how high her defensive stats and stuff are anyway. The dodge would have made, I think, the KALE CAULIFLA much more relevant in short, difficult content. Super Battle Road, Battlefield stages. They would have been more effective in, right? So, all right, let me skip to like maybe like turn 8 or so, and we'll get this fusion off with our KALE CAULIFLA / Kefla. Alright guys, so here we are on turn 8. With them super attacking a lot, they're up to 500k defense. I mean, they are getting a lot of support from TM, but that's still pretty good. 500k defense right here. So let's go ahead and transform with them into Tech Kefla and see how well she performs here. Alright, so, now we have Kefla out, right? So Kefla, of course, is going to link up very well with the physical Kefla, right? Her link set changes a little bit. We now have Super Saiyan, Battlefield Diva, what is that? Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Wars of Universe 6, and Tournament of Power all activated. So she's at 343k defense, so it does look like her defense dropped, but she does get 60% attack and defense when she attacks, so she's looking good. She also has a 50% chance to dodge also. Now, Kefla, there's two different versions of this Tech Kefla. There's her when she's just going to super attack, and her if we get her 6 orbs, which we're able to do. She's going to hit like a train with the 6 orbs, right? She's going to be looking very good. Unfortunately, we're not able to get the 6 physical orbs for physical Kefla, though, so she's going to hit a little bit weaker. That's one major issue I have with physical Kefla, is that she needs 6 physical orbs, whereas Tech Kefla only needs 6 orbs. 7 million is good right there, right? She does have a guaranteed additional as a medium chance of being a super. That, honestly, probably should have been buffed. There should be a high chance to do a super attack, I think. So there's that right there. I have a lot of additional on her. You want to give me additional super? No. Just a normal attack. I mean, see, she's good, right? It's like... One reason I would say I think that she does... I like her better in long events than Namek Goku. It's just the heal. I think that heal is really powerful, but... You're going to see Namek Goku by this point in the fight. He is able to take control of the fight way harder than the Kefla is, right? Because it's like, you know, in a showcase setting with this Tech Kefla, you know, we could pop our 6 orbs, you know, pretty easily. And yeah, she looks super good. She's great. But if you're not able to get those 6 orbs, like that 7 million attack set would have been more like a 4 million attack set. It actually is a massive, like downgrade. In the amount of damage that she's able to put up, right? That is sort of my issue. I don't think that this Kefla should have been reliant upon getting 6 orbs for her damage. Honestly, I feel like they could have just given her the 60% attack on super attack. So she could have had her 160% start a turn, her, you know, 60% attack and defense when attacking, and then 60% attack on super attack. Well, yeah, that makes her a lot better, sure, but I mean, who cares? It's not until turn 6 you get her anyway. Okay, so we can get the 6 orbs, but we're not going to be able to get the 6 orbs for physical Kefla, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll prioritize her. Let's go ahead and do this right there. So there's our 6 orbs, so her damage, of course, is going to be really big. Keep in mind that Kefla is stacking up her attack as well. So the longer we're going on in the event here, the more damage she is going to start to put up, right? She's going to be doing more and more and more and more damage as we're going on. So now she's up to 6.87 right there. We have less, right? The LR Goku gives 30%, whereas Tien last turn was giving 50%. But again, she's stacking, so we're slowly building up. Only a normal. We do get the additional super right there. Now we're back up to above 7 million. So it's like you guys can see, like, she can begin to rack up the damage very fast in her, you know, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla form right here. Like that was a pretty good turn right there, right? That's a lot of damage that she just did. And if she's able to triple super, she could absolutely incinerate many of these phases deep in these events. So, like, Kefla is good, right? Like, I do like her. It's just you guys know that a lot of times I just personally prefer characters who are a little bit more impressive in shorter events, because I just feel like that's a lot more uncommon. It's much more uncommon to see characters very powerful in short events compared to long events, right? We just have so many dozens of stacking characters on many teams who are great for long events, but, you know, characters who can really dominate short, difficult events, it's just a much more uncommon sort of thing to see, right? So that's why, like, you know, like, I would say I probably prefer, like, the AGL Trunks to this Kefla, although the Kefla here, she definitely does have her uses. One thing that is interesting, too, is just exactly how massively buffed I feel like Peppy Gals has gotten this year, right? Like, I feel like Peppy Gals, how many, like, Easy A's and top-tier characters have been added to this Peppy Gal team, you know, just here in 2021, right? Okay, on this next turn, I actually would like to intentionally not get the 6 Key Spheres with Tech Kefla and see the damage she's going to get, again, without getting the 6 Key Spheres right here. Let's go ahead and sort of see, you know, what numbers we're going to be popping on this turn right here. So, okay, so we do that. Yep, UI Goku, we got it. You're taking forever. Wow, Pan actually taking a little bit of damage there, surprising. Okay. Okay, so this is a good turn. You know, we have, you know, support from physical UI Goku. Again, 6 out of 7 links active. Let me just get 1 link right here, or 1 orb. So now we're going to see her without that extra 60% attack buff from the 6 orbs. And we'll see how much damage she could output on this turn. So let's go ahead and see what Kefla does right here. Remember, she does have her chance to dodge as well, which can still be pretty useful, right? You know, she'll be at her best in slot 2 where she gets her full defense. 5.43. So it's like, you know, she would be at like 7.7 or something like that with the 6 orbs. So it's like the 6 orbs actually does give you like a 2 million attack stat difference or something like that. Like it's huge. It's really noticeable. I don't want to say that her damage is like, you know, 5 million. Well, the only thing is it is 5 million on turn 12, right? It's like, I like 5 million on turn 1. What a shock, right? Double digits right here. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, see, her defense can get to good levels. See, here's physical Kefla, right? She gets her 6 physical orbs, and look at the damage that she's able to put out. That's much better right there, too, right? So, you know, Tech Kefla is good. I do think that they definitely could have... I think the main thing I would have liked for this unit is just to take that dodge off of Kefla and give it to base KALE CAULIFLA. And I think at that point that would have, I think, really helped the unit out a lot. Because, you know, then, you know, they have their dodge in those short, difficult events. And then at that point, I think KALE CAULIFLA, they're more so on, like, the Super Vegeta. Seriously, you take the dodge off of Kefla and you give it to, you take the dodge off of Kefla and give it to KALE CAULIFLA. And I think that it actually makes them a lot better. It puts them more so on par, I think, with more of, like, the Super Vegeta, the GT, like, Super Saiyan Dokkan Fest, like, level. I think it gets them a little bit closer to that than, you know, sort of like maybe the lower echelon of Dokkan Fest exclusives that we've gotten this year, you know, down there, you know, with, like, EGL Kid Gohan, I guess, like, you know, Trunks, Kefla, you know, characters like that. So, all right, we'll probably make this next turn the last turn right here. We will have B-Pan go ahead and pop her active skill here and sort of see what types of damage we'll get from B-Pan popping her active skill. Hopefully we have 6 orbs, though. We do not, actually. Oh, it froze? What? Okay. Yeah, take your time. Can we get 6 orbs here? Are you kidding me? After all this, and we're not able to get... We did. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So, this is, pretty much the same thing. We got our, 6 key orbs. We'll go ahead and have B-Pan's active skill up. So, I mean, Kefla could probably get damn near like a 10 million attack set or something right here. Remember, she, all that stacked attack works really well with B-Pan's active skill, right? From all these super attacks with KALE and KALIFLA and Kefla. She's getting, 160% at the start of turn, so we're going to see, I think, Tech Kefla put up a really monstrous attack stat right here. So let me know what you guys think of the KALE and KALIFLA slash Tech Kefla. I do think the unit is very good, right? With the heal, I just think that I highly value characters that have these heals mid-battle. I feel like that's a very powerful effect, especially as Dokkan is gearing long events more towards like taking away your ability to have a lot of items. So it's good to have characters that can heal you themselves, right? All right, 10 million, Kefla, you can break 10 million for us, baby girl. Come on. 9.62. A couple more supers, and if she gets an additional super here, which is, we got a good chance of doing, she definitely can break 10 million. I mean, you can easily get her over 10. Oh, we are going to get it. Boom. Oh, are you kidding me? 9.98? Still a lot of damage she's doing, though, right? Like, basically, like, back-to-back 10 million attack stats is a huge amount of damage right there. So, it's like, we could keep going. You could keep stacking her, to infinity and beyond. You could let her really get crazy numbers. Even type disadvantage right here, she's not going to take a lot of damage with how much defense she gets when she attacks as well. Yeah, 76k is nothing. So, there is the Tech Kefla slash KALE and KALIFLA. Again, I consider them to be a very good unit. I think all of the Dokkan Fest exclusives that have been released this year are very good. Right, some of them have a couple of weird design quirks. AGL Kid Gohan needing Heavenly Events characters is stupid. AGL Super Saiyan Trunks' design is really stupid. But, like, a lot of the characters overall are, quite good, I would say. So, here was the level 10 links, Kefla slash KALE and KALIFLA. Let me know what you guys think of this character. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.